Some people make life worth living, especially for people who might be struggling with life. And so here's a selection of some of Akimbo's favorite heroes without capes. When your little sister needs you, even the most important video game can wait. Humans don't often feel empathy with fish, but this girl did when she helped this stranded little guy. Nope, you're not seeing things. This guy is wearing a cone to help his dog feel less alone after surgery. They say that dogs are man's best friend. Well, in this case, it was the other way around. It's always nice to show a teacher you appreciate them, but these students went the extra mile. And here's a single student who went all out to show his appreciation by buying his teacher a coffee maker.
That is so nice. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Got you a note too?
There's nothing worse than pushing a car in the rain, so these bikers decided to make the experience a bit more manageable. Once again, when it comes to acts of kindness, kids often lead the way. These two people were having trouble getting down off the curb until this Good Samaritan came along. Part of this dog's rehabilitation is walking on this underwater treadmill, and isn't he doing a great job?
He's like, why is the bathtub moving, guys?
Due to this guy's dad working in Europe, he thought he might miss his wedding. But then this happened.
No way!
At first, it might look like this dog is simply biting passing strangers. But no, he's holding their hands and helping them cross the street.
No, I'll cry.
Watch this lady's reaction to seeing her great-granddaughter for the very first time.
Oh my God. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
When this cop ended up in a struggle with a suspect who was trying to grab his gun, things could have ended very badly. Until this mysterious man in a cowboy hat stepped in.
But this Good Samaritan did, and now Brea police want to know who he is so they can thank him.
A deer using a zebra crossing is a strange concept, but these drivers seem to respect it. At 3 a.m. each morning, this guy goes out and feeds all the stray cats in his area. In other words, their 9 lives can stay perfectly intact. It's a good thing most people don't turn away when they see someone in trouble, because when this woman fainted, she fell straight onto the tracks. Here's someone else who found themselves stuck on the train tracks, this time somebody of a much furrier variety. For a stray dog, a slab of red meat is like manna from heaven. When your biggest fan has some nice cool refreshments waiting for you, you really need to go the extra mile. She asked her grandparents to write down their names for a college project, but in reality, it was so she could have them tattooed. Now that's a memory that won't pass away soon. Sometimes a small gesture can go a long way, especially for those who need it most.
You like it, huh? Oh, that PHS purple color, you like it? We have one more thing for you.
We hope the owner of that car is a good guy, because they've just done him a great favor. This 72-year-old man became the first person in his family to obtain a college degree. Not only that, but his 99-year-old mother was in attendance. These turtles seem pretty bothered about something, so this kind soul decided to see if he could help. This This is the kind of groundhog clip you could watch again and again and again.
别怕啊，别怕，你喂奶奶，你吃啊，你自己会拿吗？来，这是你的崽子，你的崽子。
It takes a certain amount of empathy for a person to go hunting for thirsty squirrels. These kids are carrying out a very important service for other road users. And they're not even really road users. In an impatient world, watching these people wait while their bus driver prays is truly inspiring. This monkey started off by messing with this deer, but ended up helping them with a bite to eat. And here's another deer who comes by this house every single day for a snack. Animals have a way of seeing the good in people.
Look at her on the stairs.
The way these kids look after this stray dog and her puppies kind of makes life worthwhile. When this 96-year-old man was taken to court for speeding, the judge found out what an incredible human being he was dealing with.
I was going to the blood work for my boy. He's handicapped.
You were taking your son to the doctor's office?
Every 2 weeks, because he's got cancer.
You are a good man, and your case is dismissed.
Once again, it falls to children to show us what good sportsmanship is really all about. Even for camels, the heat of the desert can be too much at times. Luckily, these guys were there to help. Not all heroes wear capes. In fact, some of them have fur. It's a well-known fact that one biker will never leave another biker stranded. Here's one outstanding human quite literally giving another the shirt off his back. This woman has made it her mission to comfort grieving people by giving them a box full of positive, inspirational items. When his wife passed away, this guy's daughter made a Build-A-Bear for her dad, preserving her mom's voice to comfort him.
And put his hand.
This girl went out of her way to give cookies to local homeless people, and you can see by their reactions how much this meant to them. As a 2-time cancer survivor, aged 2 and then 15, this girl never wanted to see a hospital again. But now she's back again, only this time as a nurse.
Montana knows what it's like to be young and up against a battle.
Being in the hospital is really scary sometimes.
It was a calling she knew early on.
This simple act of pretending to share his drink says so much about true love. If you've lost your faith in humanity, then think about the kind people who make prosthetic limbs for elephants. This street performer was so happy to see this little girl dancing to his music that he switched from a Billy Joel classic to something more current. Here's an entire family going out of their way to help the homeless.
Mark is here. Hi, Mark.
You want to grab those, sweetheart?
Sure.
Thank you. They're not that heavy, huh?
This guy grew out his hair so he could make a wig for his mom. Now that's using your head.
Matt's strawberry blonde locks was finally long enough to make it into a wig for his mom.
She gave it to me, so it's a no-brainer to give it back.
This little girl wasn't too sure about her new motorized wheelchair until her best friend gave her some encouragement.
Oh boy. Ruby! Oh, she's going around the cone.
A pregnant woman doesn't usually want to be too surprised when she's near her due date, but when this one's parents showed up, she made an exception. When a kind hand helps a shaking hand. This poor dog was shot 3 times during a robbery, saving his beloved owner in the process. And this was his touching and heroic release from the hospital. How do you make a pastor feel better? Well, singing gospel songs with an incredible voice, of course. When a 101-year-old man wants to do some body popping with you, you just gotta say yes. There's no greater example of the power of music than this video. When he started high school, this guy had one goal: to leave his wheelchair and walk at graduation. Here he is, 4 years later. The bond between grandson and grandfather is always a special one. A homeless man sharing his food with homeless animals. Can there be any greater examples of empathy? This guy may not be the real Batman, but he's just as much of a hero. Just a delivery guy bringing a little bit of joy into his own day. And for the owners of the house. What's the definition of a proud high school principal? One that sings to his graduating students.
Dream down, and I wish you joy.
No matter how old you are, there's always one more thing you can tick off your bucket list. Who could just stand around and watch a dog drowning? Not these guys. If you can use your skills to make a difference, then you're cooler than anyone on the planet, even a Harlem Globetrotter. Sometimes the things most of us take for granted can be emotionally overwhelming for others, like hearing yourself for the first time.
Hi, Cooper. Hi, Cooper.
There are brides who need more help from the wedding party than others, but then those moments can mean so much more. There was something familiar about this customer, and that's probably because she was his daughter who he hadn't seen for 2 years.
¿Qué pasó? ¿No maneja el inglés?
¿Qué pasó?
Ahí tengo.
This little girl was so excited to see her military daddy that the emotion was just too much. For this girl's final volleyball game, her dad, cousins, and uncle decided to honor her by performing the haka. Why is she so overcome with emotion? It's a custom stuffed animal designed to look exactly like their beloved pet. We all know that firefighters save lives, but you might not know that those lives aren't exclusively human. The small gift of a flower to a stranger can really transform someone's day. We all know that dogs are pretty amazing creatures, but have you ever seen one offer to push a car? And now, a genius way to get strangers to play with each other. This little girl's brother has cerebral palsy, and watching them play together is good for the soul. When a near accident turns into a display of empathy. Remember quarantine? Well, here's a great example of how the human spirit and sense of humor got us all through it.
So sorry about that, guys.
So cute.
Quarantine. You both received the agreement, correct? So I'm so sorry. Let me just lock the door, please. Just hold on. No problem.
Nice shorts, Josiah.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
It's no problem, Josiah. No problem at all.
With the shorts.
When you haven't seen your daughter for 4 years, you certainly don't expect to find her waiting at your table. Here's a great example of human kindness, as an entire highway comes to a standstill to allow a family of ducks to pass. Hummingbirds are good at floating midair and keeping out of trouble, but sometimes a friendly human is the only one who can help. This homeless man not only saved this dog from a fire, but 24 other animals too. And here's another Good Samaritan going out of his way to feed the homeless people in his area.
What's your name, brother? Carlos. Carlos Michael. Nice meeting you, buddy.
This blind man had no shortage of kindness surrounding him. An incredible rendition of the U.S. national anthem, featuring some even more incredible people. We've already seen how kids can embody the spirit of sportsmanship. Now, look at how this kid in blue creates an unforgettable moment for his friend. Even cats have their favorite fast food outlets. By using a special board and his voice, this kind soul helps a blind child enjoy a soccer match. When this Waffle House employee found himself going through some tough times, this 8-year-old did an amazing thing and raised money to help.
Vontae's just a really nice person, really good guy, super nice to everyone he meets.
This kid gave his parents the best gift they could ever want for the wedding renewal, the gift of song.
There goes my hand shaking because you are the reason.
Fighting like cats and dogs? How about loving? Check out this wholesome reaction by this delivery driver when he noticed the snacks and drinks left out by the homeowners.
Oh my God! You guys are the best. Oh, Capri Suns are my favorite. Yes!
And here's a delivery driver who goes the extra mile to make sure his packages don't get damaged by rain or stolen by porch pirates, going above and beyond the call of duty. If your life has been improved by these acts of kindness, then why not keep the positivity going by joining the Akimbo family? Click subscribe.